Ray, you look up and down both these rosters, and these are incredible athletes on both sides.
So we expect, Kevin, that we're going to get some great highlight plays out in transition here, and you're going to see the court shrink up a little bit for some of the offensive players.
How about the most athletic guy you ever faced?
John Barry? No, I'm kidding, Kevin. I'm kidding.
You like that answer, though, yeah. If he's listening, I'm sure he is.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Jordan, LeBron, who?
Most athletic player I ever faced was Kobe Bryant in his prime.
I like that answer. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Hayward out there with buckets. Then there's Smart. Then there's Horford. And it's Irving in at the 1 spot. Horford kicks to Hayward. Horford with the screen on George. Back to Horford. Out of bounds. Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession. Celtics ball. Irving against Westbrook. Outside Irving. Feeds to Horford. Smart with the ball. Pass to Buckets. 5 to shoot.
Trust me, big guys hate playing against Steven Adams. He's a nuisance on the defensive end, and that time changed the shot.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
A nice shot by George.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Hey, paid attention in arts and crafts school right there. Didn't have to work very hard at all for that one.
There's the pass to Buckets. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That's on Enes Kanter. And the Celtics, a stifling defensive ball club under head coach Brad Stevens.
I mean, tremendous perimeter defenders. One of the top-rated teams in the league in terms of steals. And even without being a dominant defensive rebounding and shot-blocking team, they were so good on the wings that it didn't matter.
And you look at the Thunder last season, they were slept on as a contender for the title. Warriors and Spurs, very, very good, but in the same conference. Might have helped the Thunder to stay focused and fly under the radar just a little bit more.
And so he hits both. And usually the Thunder are favorites to go deep, and that's exactly what they did last year, all the way to the Western Conference Finals.
Well, you look at what Westbrook represented in Oklahoma City over the past 5 or 6 seasons, and there's no doubt with that kind of talent, you're going to have a chance every year, Kevin, to make a deep push.
Westbrook against Irving. Here's Buckets. Oh, that's blocked. Outside Westbrook. Kanter sets the pick for Westbrook. Kicks to Robertson. Fires the 3. That shot, no good. Now Boston takes it the other way. Nobody near Irving. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Oh, a good open look, and he sprays it home from 3.
Outside Westbrook. There's a screen by Kanter to the left wing. And the layup is good.
Man, they're operating on the same page thus far. 4 of 5 have found the net.
Passes it to Buckets. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
Well, that's one of his best attributes, is his passes hit guys in stride.
Now let's find out what head coach Brad Stevens had to say to David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. He told me that when you're playing against a team as good as they are inside, you have to stop the easy looks. He said if they can keep them out of the paint, they'll be in good shape to win. We'll see, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line. So Adams will go to the free throw line. That one on Horford. Oklahoma City shooting their first foul shot of the night. And that one misses.
And the Celtics, really since the departure of the big 3 and Rajon Rondo, doing an amazing job of stockpiling assets and draft picks all along while still being competitive. So you had to know, though, that that front office wouldn't hesitate to make a big move. This is an organization that seeks to compete for championships and nothing else.
The Celtics shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
2 shots.
First free throw is good. And the Celtics last season in a quote-unquote rebuild mode. And yet, Greg, they were among the best teams in the NBA, certainly the East. Did they need to make any trades?
They basically had to start combining assets. They were already one of the deepest teams in the league. They had 3 first-round picks in that 16 draft, 3 second-rounders. At some point, you have to make a quantity for quality trade because you only get 15 spots.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. From deep, George. It doesn't go for him.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And here is Irving. Horford with the screen on Westbrook. And on the way from Irving for 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Westbrook dishes to Adams. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Horford sets a screen for Irving. They set the pick with the teardrop. And Hayward with the lay-in.
Well, he approaches the rim strong there and then flips up the teardrop.
Irving against Westbrook. To the middle. Here's Adams. And Adams with the slam.
The awareness of Russell Westbrook to locate the open man and deliver a strike, something he's developing.
Now here's Irving. Horford with a screen on Westbrook. Again, Irving missing. Here's Roberson. And here's George for 3. Horford with the rebound. Smart passes to Buckets. Irving against Westbrook. Pass to Buckets. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. One item with Russell Westbrook and the big contract for Enes Kanter. The Thunder without a lot of financial wiggle room right now.
Well, with Westbrook, we've talked about how much on a nightly basis you're going to have a chance to win regular season games. But with the loss of Ibaka and Durant, it opens up a huge opportunity for a big man to step up and contribute. One of the things Billy Donovan has to be proud in what he saw last year was Steven Adams and his progression in the middle. Can Enes Kanter now become that guy to play consistently on the inside for OKC?
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And quite frankly, the Thunder are just one of the most dangerous offensive teams out there, but their defense is solid too. A lot of good one-on-one defenders in their rotation, near the top of the league in defensive efficiency.
Shoots from 14, and the shot no good, a bit short.
And coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
Yeah, he sat in that mid-range area, which can be a no-man's land defensively, but he quickly moved over to contest.
And the Thunder did a good job of challenging shooters and locking down on D. They also know how, as we've seen, to protect the rim.
Well, a lot of that success last year on the interior has to be given to Steven Adams and the incredible progression that he showed as a center in this league, really figuring out what it is that his opponents like to do and how he can be effective.
Raymond Felton, he's checked in for Paul George. Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving.
You see Billy Donovan out there on the sidelines, and you can't help but to think of all the success he's had as a coach already. Back-to-back titles in college, essentially built that Florida basketball program into a powerhouse. He's hoping that he can bring some of that success translated to the NBA and get himself in title contending position.
Felton with the ball. Now guarded by Smart. Westbrook can't get it to go. And for Billy Donovan, I think that's one of the bigger reasons why he made the jump from college to the pros, Brett. He had nothing left to prove.
Well, one of the reasons why he decided to leave Florida as well, Kevin, was the fact that he really enjoyed the culture of what it is that Oklahoma City represented. There's no reason for Billy Donovan to leave that university unless he felt like the opportunity in front of him had a lot of boxes checked, and OKC did that.
Here's Irving. He's got 5. Hayward outside. And Smart now atop the key. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Smart's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Thunder trailing by 3. Outside Westbrook. Outside Felton. Patterson setting the pick for Felton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots. And that one's on target from the wing. Patterson's got his first points of the game.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
Outside Irving. Out to the right wing. It's deflected. Now Felton. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. He feeds it to Westbrook. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Smart. Here's Hayward. It's on target from the high post. Hayward's got his second bucket.
You really have to guard against his smarts. Knows every angle.
Irving against Westbrook. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Well, he's got no problem getting to that spot on the floor. Westbrook now looks more confident in those kind of results.
Irving. He can't get that one to fall. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Outside Westbrook. There's a screen. He kicks to Felton. Adams sets the pick for Felton. Off the screen. The offensive rebound. And Adams with the slam.
Adams, such a physical presence out there on the glass. This is how he gets a lot of his points.
Outside Irving. A stupendous finish in traffic. Irving's got 7 points.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Yeah, he absolutely refused to back down there. Crafty lay-in.
Adams outside. From outside the arc. Another miss by Westbrook. And play stops as it looks like they call an over the back here.
Yeah, he looked clumsy on that one. He was not going to get away with that.
The Celtics have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Ray, you look around the league and teams are starting to dig into the numbers and really analyze the game carefully. I know that you enjoy analytics. You've always been known yourself as an efficient scorer. When you take a look at the numbers, how do you see them? How do you interpret them?
I think there are some things that are very advantageous for players to take a look at with regards to how it is that they play and where they're most effective. Because one of the things, Kevin, it can sort of reestablish your confidence. And there can be spots on the floor where you get to where you might feel better because somebody has presented those numbers to you. I will tell you, Kevin, that probably the guy that I played with in the latter stages of my career that used the numbers the most was a guy by the name of Shane Battier. Shane loved to look deep into the books and try to gain some sort of advantage numerically and statistics-wise on his opponent. And really was one of the few guys that would go deeper than most.
Have analytics changed the game?
I believe so, but still for players, I think that they're a long way from being able to understand exactly what it is that the numbers are telling them. That time is coming where players really want to know those kind of things, and the tutorial sessions between the coaching staff and the players, I think, are on the horizon.
Felton kicks to Adams. Outside, Felton. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Screen by Adams. And there's the pass to Ferguson. Outside, Felton to the wing on the left. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Launches it. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Green, he's checked in for Gordon Hayward. The Celtics with the lead. Irving with it. 7 points in the game. Morris with a screen on Felton. Irving from long range. They kick it out to Green. Three-pointer. The Thunder pull it in. There's 1:38 left in the first quarter. Here's Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Irving from long range sinks the three-pointer. Irving's got 10.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
No one near Felton as he lets it go. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Morris kicks to Green. Pass to Baines. And here is Irving. He's got 10. Over in the corner, Brown. Just 4 to shoot. Can't hit from the corner. Oklahoma City trailing. To the middle. Tries to save it. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it. The fast break chance. And good. As it just snugs right down through the net.
I mean, this quarter belongs to him. They got to feed him.
Adams sets the pick for Felton. There's the feed to Adams. From 12 feet out. And that comes off the assist by Raymond Felton. 12 points for him.
Typically, you don't have a lot of sets that get through Steven Adams. But on the offensive end tonight, he's been aggressive.
Now here's Green. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Outside Irving. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Celtics lead by 2. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And Celtics head coach Brad Stevens lured away from a very successful tenure with the Butler Bulldog.
The only hard part of that decision is leaving him.
I wonder if Coach Brad Stevens feels like he's recruiting another college class with all those draft picks locked in his stockpile.
I know he's feeling real good about his decision. He's one of the bright coaching stars in our league.
Either team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
No hesitation whatsoever. Immediately making the switch to race up the court and get their lanes filled. Very difficult to match up with defensively.
They've got Patrick Patterson. ABC is out there with Russell Westbrook. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's George in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Kanter sets the pick for Westbrook. In the corner, George with it. 5 on the clock. They get the rebound. That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Enes Kanter.
And it's not a secret. Kanter is a major factor on the offensive glass thanks to his size, strength, and excellent hands.
Irving dishes to Green. Morris with the bucket. Morris has got the lead up to 4 now for the Celtics. And for the Thunder, their shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kyrie Irving is an elite offensive player at his position, but he's trying to improve his focus at the defensive end. He said, "I was always that guy getting called out on film. You get tired of it after a while. It's all about effort. You want to be a guy that your teammates trust." Kevin, we know that point guard is one of the most stocked positions in the league. They need Irving to stay locked in.
Definitely a lot of responsibility at that point guard position. They don't get many nights off. Absolutely not. Thanks, D.A.
Good combination of power and finesse by Kanter. Helps him finish strong through contact.
And if you're debating the most explosive athlete in the NBA today, Russell Westbrook has got to be in that conversation. Brent, wouldn't you say?
Oh, he's got to be right there at the top of that list, and it's his motor that really puts him over the top. I mean, he's all over the place, offensively, defensively, gambling in the backcourt, running out in transition. Just tremendous fire in Russell Westbrook's game.
Oklahoma City shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. No good on that one. And so many teams now playing drive and kick offense. Dribble penetration is at a premium. Brent, some players use raw speed. Others just have that feel. What makes, in your opinion, a great slasher?
I think a slasher who really is good at catching the defense off stride, Kevin, is one that just has tremendous timing. A guy that understands his teammate and when it is that his teammate is going to recognize where it is on the floor that he's going to be and when it is that he needs the ball in order to be an effective scorer.
Sometimes not any words, no communication, just a look or just a feel.
Just a quick glance and, you know, they'll do that two-point dance and all of a sudden that possession's over.
Bang. There's the dish to Patterson. Passes it to Ferguson. The shot. That one off the back iron and out.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Brown with a screen on George. Dishes to Brown for the three. No good. Shot missing. And the Thunder going the other way now. Outside Westbrook. There's a screen by Kanter. To the inside. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got assist number 5 here tonight.
A reliable finisher who can score in a multitude of ways. Kanter is a tough cover down low.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Outside, Green. Shot clock at 5. Morris outside. Let's go. And it's Green missing. Thunder trailing by 3. So here's Westbrook. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Smart kicks to Zeller. Stolen by Kanter. And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And the truth is, Kanter is a fairly high percentage shooter inside, sometimes better in this case to send him to the line.
For Oklahoma City, they have gone 1 of 3 at the line here. That's good from Kanter. And the Thunder making a change here. Roberson's checked in. Buckets, he's checked in for Boston. Hayward comes in for Brown. And Kanter drops them both.
And of course, in 2015, Kanter signed that enormous max contract, 4 years and $70 million. I think a lot of that investment is in his improvement in his outside shooting.
There's the screen. Hayward passes to Smart. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Hayward. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Patterson.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up. I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Feeds it to Zeller. Down low, here's Buckets, and Cantor pulls it down. Thunder have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Outside Westbrook. Puts it up from 12, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Well, there are guys that stop on a dime and shoot, but Russell stops and rises up. No way to challenge him there.
Stolen by Cantor. George with the ball. Now defended by Hayward. Oberson. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Thunder have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
And the first one at the line is good.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Al Horford's checked in for the Celtics. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Brent, you think of the most exciting players to watch in the NBA. I mean, the slashers, though, seem to always come to the fore. The players who make their mail, attacking the rim. So fun to watch.
Well, James Harden really does it best in the league. And I've watched James Harden games on television, but I've also had an incredible pleasure being able to call James Harden games by the court. And to see him manipulate defenders, and I'm not talking about 1, I'm talking about 3 and 4 on possessions to find his way to the free throw line, is remarkable and has an uncanny ability to draw those fouls.
He slithers. He doesn't. I don't know if it's power, although I think he's a very strong, physically strong guy. He controls his body about as well as any slasher in the game.
He controls his body, Kevin, and is able to stop, start, change angles that a lot of players just can't even think about. They just don't even conceive that you're able to do that. That slow down, 2-step, and he does so many tricky things also, Kevin, with the way he moves the ball around. He extends it away from his body, brings it back in, brings it towards a defender, and then away from a defender, and guess what? It results in free throws most every time.
Something to watch. Collison's checked in for Oklahoma City. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Outside Westbrook. There's a screen by Cantor. George dishes to Cantor. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
Yeah, and I know gravity's out there, but not everything is going to fall, even when you set it up perfectly.
And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds.
You know, that's hard to explain that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
Raymond Felton, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook. Well, Thunder have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. Outside, Felton. Poked away, stolen by Smart. Floats one. Kept alive by Boston. There's a screen. Pass to Buckets. He dishes it to Hayward. Shot clock at 5. He's looking for Horford and finds him. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. The Thunder with the lead. Here's Roberson. Outside, George to the inside. Cantor's shot is off.
The defense arrived just in the nick of time to throw him off there. So fortunate he missed that one, guys.
Smart kicks to Hayward. He feeds it to Green. Three-pointer. The shot misses. And the Thunder going the other way now.
He just doesn't seem to be himself shooting the ball right now, guys. Just looks a tad bit uneasy, and that's affecting the result.
Now Smart. Here's the screen. Hayward on the wing, defended by George. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds. And the Thunder with some changes. Steven Adams comes in for Enes Kanter. And it's Grant in for Paul George. And then for Boston, Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Gerald Green. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Marcus Smart. Tight game here in Oklahoma City. Kicks it to Collison. And the pass to Roberson. The feed to Adams. Shot to stop the drought. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
Well, Adams with the make them pay mentality right here from the free throw line.
He's 0 of 1 from the line, missing on his first trip. He's off on the first.
Once a five-star recruit coming out of high school, Steven Adams has the size and smarts to really become a devastating big man in the NBA.
Good on the second free throw. So it's the Celtics now. Here's Irving. It's good. This game is all even. Irving's got 16.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Adams sets the pick for Felton. He kicks it to Adams. Tries from 10. Rebound, Gordon Hayward. Boston's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let him fly. Irving against Felton. Irving kicks to Hayward. And Hayward with the stuff.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, Jay. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
Well, we talked about the D. Let's credit the offense. He attacked right there from the moment he saw the opening, not letting the defense react.
The Celtics working the ball around now. Irving with it. 16 points for him. And Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Pass to Irving. Felton with some nice D. Oklahoma City trailing. The dish to Collison. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second.
Shots,
a nice way to get your offense going.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
And the first one drops. And the Celtics making a change here. Brown's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And for the Celtics, they're shooting around 40% from the floor here. Outside Irving, picked by Horford. Here's Hayward. Hayward missing again. Thunder shooting 36% in the second quarter. They really have...
Ooh, okay.
And that is a punch to the jaw. This game as tight as it can be, and he pulls something off that we might not even see in the All-Star game.
Ooh, well, I don't think he planned it too far in advance. That was one of those things, Greg, that just happens. And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. Well, Brett, we know the Dominican Republic is, churning out great baseball players, not as many NBA players. Now Horford was a notable exception.
Yeah, maybe he's going to be one of those guys who changes the perception of what basketball means back in his home country. He's such a great leader on his team and a tremendous representative of the Dominican.
And Andre Robertson is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That is a terrible foul to commit. He now has 2, and he's going to have to play more conservative from now on.
ABC's checked in for the Thunder. Celtics also with a sub. Morris is checked in for Gordon Hayward. Got a piece of it. Irving against Felton. Ferguson misses the 3. Celtics trail by 3. Morris into the lane, and it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Adams. And the Thunder making a switch here. Cantor's checked in. .50 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Boston, no good that time either.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
Here's Ferguson from outside off the mark. Here's Irving. No good off the front iron.
Yeah, so far he has not had his usual effort in this one, and it's really hurting the team.
Passes it to Felton. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the inside. Adams' shot is good. Adams has got 15 points.
Man, his shot on target, guys. They have the lead right now, primarily because of his effort.
Outside Irving. Trains the three-pointer. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Thunder out in front. They're up by 2. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Here with head coach Billy Donovan. Coach, it's been back and forth in the first half. What's it going to come down to?
Well, obviously it's close. We know we're playing against a great team, so we just got to keep grinding and keep playing.
We'll see how it turns out, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you've enjoyed our first half of action. I'm Ernie Johnson welcoming you back. Shaquille O'Neal is right there. Kenny the Jet Smith is right there. And this here is the halftime report. A competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period wrapped up, they trailed by 2. They battled hard in the second quarter, and it was reflected on the scoreboard. Kenny, let's get your take on Oklahoma City.
Well, their playmakers are showing up tonight, seeing the court well, moving the basketball. That's why they had so many assists in the first half. And they're not just relying on ISO plays to generate points.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
Ernie, they're taking way too many threes. The offense has no rhythm. They need to go back to the drawing board. Maybe try to get a little bit more transition, more off the pick and roll. Anything other than shooting that 3. It's not going.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's just about time for the start of the third quarter.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
Well, none of the defenders can stay with him in one-on-one situations. Even the team defense breaks down if he's in attack mode.
Second half underway. Here's who Brad Stevens got on the floor. We've got Hayward. Horford is out there with buckets. Then there's Smart, and it's Irving at the point. Hits it from three-point range. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Outside Westbrook. Dishes to Adams. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Hayward with the ball. George picks him up in the corner. Smart with it. And the 3 off target.
Well, sometimes when you're that wide open, you start to overthink it, and it looks like that's what he did there.
Back to Westbrook. Feeds to Adams. Rebound Boston. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Outside Irving. Pass to Hayward. Again, the miss by Hayward. The Thunder with the lead. The pass to George. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Free throw good, Paul George. Celtics trail by 4. And here is Irving. He's got 19. He dishes it to Horford. Hayward against George. 6 to shoot. Hayward passes to Buckets. Stolen by Cantor. Outside, George. Here's Adams. A second chance effort. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, love the aggressive play here from Adams. He gets the shot he wants, and now another opportunity to challenge himself at the free throw line.
And he hasn't cashed in on his chances at the line, only making 1 free throw. Free throw good, Adams. And so Adams nails both of them. Celtics trail by 6. Hayward outside. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Smart misses.
Ill-advised shot there.
And he knows it. Got locked into scoring mode. Couldn't pull it back.
No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Irving passes to Buckets. Picked by Horford. On its way from Hayward for two. Boston, no good that time either.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Outside Irving, in the corner, Smart with it. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Horford sets a screen for Smart. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 5. Yep, it goes, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down now to just 6, and the basket from Al Horford.
In this day and age of stretch 4s and 5s, you can't forget about Horford on the perimeter. Burns them from that distance.
Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Tyler Zeller's checked in for Al Horford. Celtics trail by 6. On the wing, Irving. He's covered by Westbrook. Zeller dishes to Smart. Passes to Buckets. Shot clock at 6. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Drains it from beyond the arc. And it's now 22 points for Kyrie Irving.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Westbrook kicks to Roberson and stolen by Zeller. And now with the fast break, Smart with the ball. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That's on Enes Kanter.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
For Boston, they haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10. The first one falls. Patterson is checked in for the Thunder. Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving.
Free throw shooting, just another part of his game he does extremely well.
George passes to Patterson. Here's Roberson. Drops in the tray. Roberson's got 7.
There's no doubt that each year he gets a little better and more comfortable from beyond the arc. That helps Roberson stay on the floor for more minutes.
Irving dishes to Smart. Patterson against Zeller. 6 to shoot. Pass to Buckets. They set the screen. Boston again missing. The Thunder leading by 4. And Roberson kicks to Patterson. And it's good for 2.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Now here is Irving. 24 points for him. A shot by Hayward, wide open. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 4 assists in the game. Outside Westbrook. He feeds it to Kanter. And Patterson kicks to George. Back to Patterson. From outside, off the mark.
Guys, I cannot believe he missed that one. And I bet he can't either.
Hayward against George. Hayward kicks to Zeller. The feed now to Irving. Pass to Smart. A 3-ball. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Westbrook's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And at this point in his career, Marcus Smart, more of a defensive specialist, offensively an improving shooter and an improving decision maker as well. But his defense is where he hangs his hat. And I do think, though, you're starting to see a gradual improvement in terms of his ability to make open shots.
Patterson a screen on Hayward. The 3 from George. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
It's tough. His shot's been off today. Luckily, his team still has the edge in the game so far.
Back to Westbrook. And Roberson has it in the corner. Bangs home the trifecta. Roberson's got 6 in the quarter. And talking about the defensive prowess of Marcus Smart, there's no question, Greg, at 6'4", 220, he's got almost a football-like build, and I know you like football.
Yeah, if football was his first love, played strong safety and wide receiver, and plays a little bit of that in the NBA as it is. He brings that physicality and fire to the hardwood. It can be an intimidating presence on the defensive side of the floor.
Hayward can hit.
Oh, my goodness. That's like temporary insanity right there.
Well, for all of our sakes, let's hope it's temporary.
Great positioning on the putback.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent. You know, he just, like every other coach, can't stand when the defense gives up points on the inside. And boy, are they struggling in there.
Yeah, some of that right now might be a lack of toughness, but you can't combine that with laziness. Guys are not crashing down and closing off those driving lanes.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. ABC comes in for Roberson. And it's Felton in for Russell Westbrook. Then for the Celtics, Aaron Baines, he's checked in for buckets. Morris comes in for Gordon Hayward. And it's Brown in for Marcus Smart. Outside Irving. To the inside, Baines. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 5 assists tonight.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
The baseline J, and it's good, 2 points. And that's now 11 points for George.
Look at the space he had on that one, though. There's an obvious speed mismatch between the two.
Irving passes to Baines, and the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
And that's exactly what you want. Height mismatch in close leads to the easy layup.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. The Thunder leading by 3. Felton dishes to Patterson. The pass to Ferguson. Back to Patterson. Kicks to Felton. Shot clock at 6. And what was that about? Not a good shot right there. Celtics trail by 3. Outside Irving. He kicks it to Zeller. Unloads from 13. And that one hits back iron. The Thunder have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. There's the dish to George. That doesn't go either for George. Boston's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Here's Brown. Morris with a screen on Patterson. Brown kicks to Irving. Taken away by Felton. And here's the fast break. Felton leading the way. Count the basket. And the Thunder lead by 5. For Boston, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Irving against Felton. Irving kicks to Brown. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Patrick Patterson. The Thunder leading by 5. Outside, George dishes to Adams. Feeds it to Grant. Wide open. Second chance shot. The shot, no good. Now Boston takes it the other way. Over in the corner, Brown. Inside. Shot's good by Baines. Baines has got 7 now in this quarter.
And the skills of Brown, not just a super athlete, but a tremendous floor general as well.
Felton against Irving. Felton the pass to Adams. Back to Felton. Fires from deep. It's good from long range. Felton's got 5.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Hit by Zeller. And on the way from Irving for 3. Drills it from outside. Irving's got 11 points here in just the second half. Now George, 11 points in the game. He dishes it to Adams. This will make 5 trips now to the free throw line for him tonight.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw.
And as many times as we've seen him at the free throw line tonight, I think by now we know what's going to happen.
Al Horford's checked in for Boston. And he sinks the second. 1:37 left in the third quarter. Felton against Irving. Here's Baines. 7 points in the game. The 3 from Morris. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Grant against Horford. Back to Felton. Grant sets a screen for Felton. Adams dishes to Grant. Shoots from 12. The shot missing. Good work defensively by Horford. The kick out to Irving. No good with the triple. Oklahoma City leading by 4. Pass to Felton. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. This is his first free throw of the game.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he hits both. 44 seconds left in the third. Outside Irving. There's the 3. Thunder with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Grant. And there's the call on Felton. That'll be his second foul of the game. Grant, that's good.
His release is just so smooth from the mid-range.
Celtics trail by 8. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Irving kicks to Horford. Morris outside. Boston, no good that time either.
And they continue to control the glass.
Felton with the ball. Screened by Grant. Here's George. And down it goes just as the clock hit 0.
How about the timing? An unbelievable touch on that one.
Do you think he knew? He knew from the moment he let that go. Just unreal.
Now let's listen into the huddle of Brad Stevens.
Okay, hey, bottom line is, good things are going to happen, bad things are happen. How you respond is the biggest key. Let's go.
And Brad Stevens moments ago focusing on what they can do now rather than worrying about what's already happened.
Yeah, this is all you can do. Put all of your energy into this moment. The past, the future, they don't matter.
The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. The Stash brothers, Cantor and Adams inside. Russell Westbrook out there with ABC. And it's Roberson. And at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Smart passes to Buckets. He feeds it to Morris. Pass to Horford. Just 5 on the clock. Releases from 15. Can't hit that one. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Roberson, the pass to Ferguson. And here's Westbrook. Here's Roberson. From outside, off the mark. Now here's Smart. He's covered closely. Morris, no good. Oklahoma City leading by 10. Outside Westbrook. The pass to Ferguson. Misses off the left iron.
Yeah, he's not hitting much of anything, but his team remains in front because of what they've done and how well they've been scoring.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 0-3 to start the fourth quarter. Outside Westbrook. Here's Roberson. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Celtics trail by 8. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Passes it to Buckets. No good off the front iron.
He makes the big bucks because he's expected to knock those shots down. The D was there, but that's no excuse. He has to hit those shots.
Here's Westbrook. Got it. Good job in the low post. Westbrook's got the lead up to 10 now for the Thunder.
Well, the defense is attacking Westbrook. He's attacking right back.
And the shot goes down.
Solid look inside. That's the range you want to operate from.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Cantor sets the pick for Westbrook. Over to the left wing. Roberson, but they'll get another chance. Ferguson, the pass to Cantor. The feed to Adams. Tries again, and he hits the jump shot. Adams has got 22 points.
Great execution. Could not have asked for a better shot.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Yeah, he needs to tell his guys to just box out with some energy. That's basic basketball. They've been lazy on the backboard and have allowed way too many second chance points.
And the Thunder making a change here. George is checked in, and a change for the Celtics. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Brown. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens had to say to his team. And he was emphatic. He said, we are not going to win this game playing this way, fellas. You've got to step it up. You've got to get aggressive. And you've got to battle to get back in this thing. We'll see if that pep talk got him going, guys.
And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
I'll give some credit to the screen out there. That totally freed up the shooter to take advantage of that look.
Pass to George. The rebound by the Celtics. Hayward's got his third rebound tonight. Kicks to Morris. Launches it. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Yeah, it's a tough call, but he has to be better in avoiding contact on that play. That's his 5th foul, and one more, it'll be hitting the showers.
The Celtics making a switch here. Irving's checked in. The Thunder leading by 8. Westbrook dishes to George. There's a screen by Cantor. And George, here we go. And the layup's good off the glass.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
They're looking like a beaten team at this point, letting him get to the basket with such little resistance.
Picked by Horford. Offensive rebound. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
And you like to see that from Horford. He never gives up on the offensive glass, which allows him to get pretty easy looks like that one at the basket.
Adams outside. He kicks to Cantor. Oklahoma City moving it around. Robertson can't hit.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Hayward passes to Buckets. Excellent D from Cantor.
Well, the defense ready for him there in prevent mode, making sure that he didn't get a clean look at that layup.
And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. And the Thunder lead by 10.
Beautiful setup. Put that pass right where it needed to be.
Irving kicks to Horford. Horford with a screen on George. Irving for 3. The dive for the ball. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Buckets.
Hit his teammate right in stride. That's a great assist.
Cantor sets the pick for Westbrook. The dish to Cantor. Yep, that one goes in there.
And there's the body control of Cantor, able to adjust and convert under pressure.
Celtics trail by 10. Now here's Irving. Hayward outside. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got 11 rebounds in the game. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Smart. Smart's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Feeds to Irving. Hayward outside. Picked by Horford. Hayward with the ball. George picks him up. 6 to shoot. Hayward kicks to Horford. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. 10 points for Al Horford.
Yeah, the first half was really tough, but he's really rounded a corner here and been fantastic shooting the ball here in the second half.
And Robertson has it in the corner. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Yeah, this is a terrible start for him, and it has to be weighing on him.
Buckets.
Yeah, the defender all over.
And he makes the first. No good on the second free throw. Oklahoma City leading by 6. Westbrook kicks to Adams. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Horford. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Al Horford. Throw good, Adams. And so Adams nails both of them. Celtics trail by 8. Outside Irving. There's the pick. Stolen by Westbrook. And now it's Westbrook running. He can go.
Oh! Saw that.
You know what? He wasn't going to wait around for any help on that break.
No reason to wait. That was all his from the get-go.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Irving for 3. He can't hit that time. And the Thunder going the other way now.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
The shot by George, no good.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Puts it up from 17. Makes a big high bounce and goes in. 32 points for Kyrie Irving.
Consistent as always, scoring the basketball. He needs some help if they're going to cut into this deficit.
Westbrook kicks to Roberson. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. And the Thunder lead by 11.
They're giving him a little too much space out there. That's his 3rd triple since halftime. Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
And that one drops. Westbrook's got 9 points here in the second half.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Hayward on the wing. They set the pick. Off the pick. And Hayward with the stuff.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Yeah, they should bring out a big razor right now, Kevin. A great start, an aggressive move to show they're not going to lay down.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Irving with it. Westbrook picks him up. Dishes it to Hayward. From past the arc. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Aaron Baines. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Now the Thunder with it. They're on a 12-4 run. Westbrook kicks to Cantor. George up top. Oklahoma City moving it around. Here's Roberson. And the Thunder another 3.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Just not happy with how his team is playing, and they just have been on the wrong side of this run.
Yeah, right now just getting barbecued. Maybe poor strategy, poor effort, could be both.
Celtics trail by 17. Outside Irving. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Paul George.
Look, if they want any shot at winning this game, he has to be better out there.
Westbrook kicks to Adams. He dishes it to Cantor. Shoots from the corner. Rebound Boston. Now Smart. Pass to Irving. And Baines kicks to Hayward. Here's the screen. Irving for 3. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got 3 assists in the game.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of him.
And he's not a guy you can give open looks to. The D has to be better. Got to learn a lesson there.
Adams with the screen on Hayward. And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. .156 left in the 4th quarter. There's a screen by Cantor. Adams outside. Clock at 6. And Westbrook, here we go. Outside for George. And it's Irving with the rebound. Irving's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
Well, Adams, surprisingly there, maybe a little bit more assertive on the offensive end. Good to see him throw that one down.
It's deflected.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Thunder.
And they had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away. A good win, and a lot went into it, but I just like the showing for Adams.
I mean, the guy was eating glass tonight. There's no other way to describe it. Showing so much effort on that end, and all those rebounds of his are why the score is what it is.
Westbrook against Irving. Here's Adams. That shot no good. And the Celtics going the other way now. To the paint. Stolen by Cantor. 34 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Outside Westbrook. Trying to find Cantor. Gets it to him. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook.
The fans are just loving what's going on here tonight. A really good win for the home team.
Yeah, and good to see that these guys are excited, gave their all and then some. This is the result of all that hard work.
Here's buckets. And again, Boston with the triple.
And they're on the kind of run that could have made a difference had it just started a little earlier.
Yeah, it feels like this one's in the books. The only opportunity left is to try and fix some issues that were exposed tonight.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Paul. Congrats on the win. Where's your team's attitude right now?
Continue to, play together, and we can just stick to that. Keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Looked like it all came together tonight, Paul. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you so much, Kevin. And with this one in the books, we're ready to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook. I'll tell you what, his season high in points powered everything they did. Clearly, he was the catalyst tonight as they come away with a well-deserved W.
Well, I'll tell you, Russell Westbrook is a take-charge, aggressive player, and he didn't hold anything back. Baby Bull, that's what I'm calling him. Whether scoring, passing, rebounding, it doesn't matter. He's the man for the job, and he did the job perfectively tonight. Great performance.
He set his teammates up with the tune of 12 assists. He's got such great court vision, and tonight he was seeing the whole court very clearly.
And that'll wrap things up. Thank you for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and for the rest of the 2K Sports crew, the best in the business. This is Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.